our blue skies turn to gray. There's a race and it's bound to light our way. And all the roads are rough, I'll get through it just
Two. Disclaimer. I do not own any of the characters or pieces of art in the video. They all belong to the original owners of the Haikyuu series. None of this is canon and only for entertainment purposes. I use boo-boo words. Info. This is a 4-year time skip. Best friends. Kawa and Iwa are not dating. Atsumu and Osamu are not dating. Suki and Yams are not dating. Kita and Aran are dating. Kuroo and Kenma are not dating. Disposable group chat. Tell your best friend you're getting back together with your ex. Pardon? Oh yeah. Sure. I'll totally ruin all the progress I built up with Tadashi. You see how stupid that sounds? Kenma would beat some sense into me if I said that. No. You have all betrayed me and my loyalty. How could you reject me in such a harsh manner? I guess people only understand things the hard way. I will expose all your crushes. I'm dating my crush though. So am I. Bye. Isn't Iwaizumi your ex? I will burn this house down if you keep talking. Oh. So you're too scared to ask him out again. So you're using us in this prank as a way to play it off if he rejects you? Well damn. Now we don't have a house. PFFT. Bahahahahaha. Go off Kita-san. I hate all of you. Fine. We'll do it. Yeah. I'm up for it. But be honest about your intentions next time. So I'm guessing you don't actually care about how our pranks go? Not at all. You can tell us how it goes, but there's no need for proof. Alright. Atsumu and Osamu. Atsumu barged through Samu's door and flung himself onto his twin's bed. Hey, Osamu, can I come in? I'm on call with Suna right now. Maybe later? Oh. Alright. I'll respect the little amount of time you get to spend with your boyfriend and leave you alone. Have fun. Hey, Suna. Yo. What do you want this time? Hey. I am your brother, you know? You could be a lot nicer. That's not what I saw when you came in like you own the place. Uck. Anyways, Osamu. Do you ever think you're with the wrong person? What? I guess emo boy didn't last long? Aren't you obsessed with Sakusa though? I don't know. Sometimes I just think about the past or whatever. I mean I get it. What do you mean you get it? I mean his ex is Kita. That's true. Exactly, I don't know. I guess I just kind of miss his tough love. You know how he'd set my mind straight if I ever got sidetracked, but he'd still make sure I didn't overwork myself. He was just the most supportive boyfriend I've ever had. Suna took a loud sip from his soda can. Suna. Sorry. Osamu's bedroom door creaked open. Then. What does that mean for us? Atsumu felt his heartbeat spike as his head turned towards the man's voice. Omi. Sorry. Was I interrupting? You weren't responding to my texts, so I thought you were having a bad day. He lifted the bag full of Atsumu's favorite snacks. Haha. I think I'm gonna go. See you at practice, Mia. Sakusa closed the door shut and Atsumu stumbled out of bed. No. Wait. Omi. Well, that got awkward. Shut up, Suna. It was a prank. Don't get mad at me for what you said. Atsumu rushed out the door and chased after his possibly new ex-boyfriend. Omi. Atsumu's eyes scattered in all different directions until he spotted the only black car on the street. He ran towards it and soon he was able to see Sakusa through the windshield. He had hit the steering wheel a few times before resting his forehead on it. With his head down, he started the car. Atsumu jumped onto the hood of the car and started banging on the windshield. Omi. Holy shit. Sumu, what the fuck? Open. He sighed before opening his car door. Are you crazy? For you. This isn't the time to flirt. What if I started driving? What if you got hurt? Do you even think? Sumu. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. It looked like you were gonna leave, but I couldn't not when you think I like Kita-san. But that's what you said. Prank. It was a prank. I was supposed to prank Samu, you weren't supposed to hear that. Why this prank out of any though? Well, because Oikawa wants to ask out Iwaizumi, but he didn't know how to do it without embarrassing himself. Sakusa put his head into his palm and rubbed his temple. You couldn't give me a heads up? Well, it wasn't supposed to reach you in the first place. But still. For future reference, please? For me? I don't want to feel shitty for no reason. Alright. I'll let you know about all the pranks I pull from now on. Thank you. Now, I'm gonna go get a refund for all those snacks I bought. Hold on now. Let's not be rash here. Oh, what to do with them? My boyfriend doesn't want them just like he doesn't want me. Omi. Atsumu hopped onto Sakusa's back and wrapped his arms around his boyfriend's shoulders. He smothered Sakusa's cheeks, hair, and neck in kisses. I, Atsumu Miya, am in love with Sakusa Kiyumi. Haha. Alright. Let's go somewhere. Ooh. A date? A surprise. Atsumu jumped off Sakusa's back and made his way to the passenger's seat. Hurry. How shameless. But you love it. Whatever. Suki and Yams. Yamaguchi was over at Tsukishima's house for a movie night. He set down a bowl of popcorn and other snacks onto the coffee table. Done. Tsukishima gently pulled Yamaguchi onto the sofa and placed the man's legs over his own. Yamaguchi leaned on Tsukishima's chest as he scrolled through the movie options. Hey, Tadashi? I've been talking to my ex lately. Yamaguchi froze. And I think I might get back together with him. Why? I guess he made me feel more love than anyone else in my life, and I missed. Tsukishima's words got caught in Yamaguchi's lips. He swung his arms around the blonde guy's neck and gripped onto the short strands of hair. Tsukishima lost his breath with every kiss until the soft lips were no longer on his. Tadashi? I love you, am I not good enough? Tsukishima couldn't stop staring into the desperate eyes before him. He brushed back the green hair from the man's face and brought his lips closer again. You're more than perfect for me. He closed the distance again. However, Yamaguchi pulled away. Then. Are we official now? Or are we still only friends with benefits? Tsukishima's eyes widened and his jaw dropped when he heard that. Friends with what now? Friends with benefits. Since when were we that? I mean, we act like a couple, but are only friends. I just thought you didn't want anything serious, so we were in an awkward middle of best friends and boyfriends. Whoa. I know. I'm sorry. I just thought you didn't like me enough yet to become official. What? Why would you say that? I mean, you went from dating Turashima to flirting with someone as boring as me. You're not boring. It's fine. I won't get offended if you're honest. No. Seriously. I enjoy every second I spend with you. Of course it was fun with Teru and I loved every moment I spent with him, but that doesn't mean hanging with you is any less fun. We were young and did a lot of stupid reckless shit, but with you, I have fun in the comfort of a home. They're different kinds of fun. One isn't greater than the oath. Tsukishima's lips landed on Yamaguchi's again. You keep babbling about your ex in front of your boyfriend. Haha. Tsuki, are you jealous? Hurry up and pick out a movie, Tadashi. You're so cute, Tsuki. Yamaguchi rested his head on Tsukishima's chest as he continued to scroll through the list of movies. Kita and Aran. Aran was outside on the veranda reading a book when Kita appeared by his shoulder. What's that? A new manga Hakuba told me about. Oh. You know what mangas remind me of? What? My ex. I miss how childish he was. The twin? MHM. I've actually been thinking of getting back together with him. With Atsumu Miya? Yeah. Not Osamu? That's not who I dated, is it? So you want to get back together with Atsumu? MHM. I am offended. EFT. Kita burst into laughter as he held onto Aran. Atsumu wasn't a bad partner. Yeah, but compared to me you're going to pick Atsumu? He was really sweet to me. Fine. Aran took out his phone and it began to ring. What are you doing? Calling your ex. WH Yellow. Juan, never mind. I'm calling because Kita said he wanted to get back together with you. Oh? Did he? Can we talk about this later? Omi, wait. Some shuffling could be heard in the background. He's taken. Call ended. How sad. Looks like your chances went down the drain? I guess you're stuck with little old me who's second to Atsumu. Tragic. Oh well. Aran pulled Kita onto his lap and began showering him in kisses. Kita tried to keep a straight face, but tiny giggles slipped out. You win, you win. It tickles. Wanna go play shogi? What about your manga? It got kind of boring. Plus, I'd rather spend my time with you. You're going to lose though. Not this time. I can feel it. Kuroo and Kenma. Kuroo had gone over to Kenma's house and was laying on his bed. He was rolled over on his stomach while Kenma used his back as a pillow. The room was filled with quest music and clashing swords. Love is weird, isn't it? I guess. I mean, how can people tell if they're in love, lonely, or just horny? Like, I'm sure couples feel like they found their soulmates, but then once the dopamine is gone, they don't try anymore. Then they break up, but then some people get back together. Was it because they're lonely, or was it because soulmates exist and they can't live without that person? Kuroo. What are you getting at? I think I might get back with my ex. Kenma shot up and his head snapped in the direction of Kuroo's face. Are you serious? She's not your soulmate. Even if you get lonely or horny or whatever, don't go back to that asshole. She's no good for you. But no. Kuroo. She cheated on you 3 times. Then she had the nerve to get upset whenever you hung out with anyone that wasn't her? And if she is your soulmate, then so help me, I will climb my way to the gods and force them to change your soulmate. You deserve the best of the best and should only accept people that can treat you like the gem you are. Pudding, breathe. Why are you so worked up? Because she had the fucking nerve to play victim all the way up till the breakup and you're still thinking about going back to her? I hate seeing the person I like being treated like shit. Kuroo put his head on Kenma's thighs and proceeded to place the smaller hand on his face. Then make me yours and I'll make you mine. It's been weeks since you've told me you liked me, but we haven't advanced. But I want to be someone who can support themselves financially before I get into a relationship with you. I don't want to be a loser still playing video games in his mom's house, while you're out there already making a name for yourself. I want to be a man worthy of calling you mine. You're already trying to start your own video game company. That's enough for me. Please, kitten. Be patient? Uck. But I just want to kiss fall in love already. Kenma kissed Kuroo's forehead. Fine. I'll get back to work, so I can finish this proposal soon. How mean, Pudding. You can't just leave your unofficial boyfriend alone. PFFT. My unofficial boyfriend? Does that mean that I'm not allowed to see other people? Only if you want to be a cheater. Kenma's face fell straight. Whoa. Why'd the mood change? I would never play with your feelings like that. Ever. Even if times get rough. Yeah. I know. Kenma pulled his thighs from underneath Kuroo's head and he laid on top of the taller guy. I really do love you. Kuroo held on tightly to Kenma's body as he brushed through his hair. I know, Pudding. I won't ever doubt it. Come on. Let's take a nap together. Alright. Kawa and Kawa. Iwaizumi popped his head into Oikawa's room. Oikawa was laying on his bed with his legs up as he scrolled through Instagram. They had been living here together since they were 19. However, a little over a year later, Oikawa moved out of the country. This room was never emptied and he uses it whenever he comes to visit. I'm ordering food. Do you want anything? Whatever you're having. Alright. Iwaizumi was about to close the door when Oikawa spoke up. Hey. Iwa? What's up? Don't you ever get lonely in this house? Why do you ask? I don't know. It's a big apartment for one person. I mean, the rent isn't extreme and you help out a little, so it's not stressful living here. Plus, I like this place. He went over to Oikawa and laid down next to him. You know, change and new environments are good for people. That might be true, but it's hard for me to accept new things. The past and old is more comforting to me. Don't you think I would have gotten a new best friend if I was comfortable with change? Oikawa slapped Iwaizumi's stomach and a small grunt came from the smaller man. Shut up. Haha. I was kidding. I'd never be able to replace you. Oikawa dropped his hands onto his stomach and stared at the signed ceiling. Iwaizumi Hajime and Iwaizumi Toru. The names were crossed out, but below it was written. Oikawa Toru and Oikawa Hajime. I guess I'm the same. I can't handle change. Even though everyone's telling me to let go, I don't want to. Oikawa opened his mouth but nothing would come out. With the words stuck in his throat, he turned to look at Iwaizumi's side profile. They were inches apart, but Iwaizumi looked untouchable. I'm so stuck in the past that I can't get over the feelings I have for my ex. Iwaizumi's steady breathing stopped, but he continued to stare at the ceiling. I'm even thinking about getting back together with them. If they want me back, too. I really hope they still love me as much as they used to. Iwaizumi slowly turned and met with Oikawa's deep brown eyes. Kawa. I miss them. His voice was shaky and his eyes stung. So much it feels like my heart is going to give out. Iwaizumi's face scrunched up before he turned to face the other way. Please. Oikawa. I can't do that again. I can't stay here waiting for your texts, your calls, or even your visits. But we were fine when I first moved. You were fine. I was hurt. How could you not tell me you were planning on moving since high school? I wouldn't have rented this apartment with you if I had known that. I wouldn't have pictured our college days together. Because I wanted to live with you even if it was only for a short while. I wanted to be with you 24/7 before I left. And I want to be with you 24/7 now, back then, and even in the future. And we can. Kawa. When is your flight? Knowing where this was going, the pent-up tears in his eyes bursted out. In 4 days. Oikawa slid his hand into Iwaizumi's and pressed up against his arm. Soon, the same pain was flowing down Iwaizumi's face as well, but all he could do was bite his lip to muffle his sobs. Aren't you lonely? I felt lonely with you. Oikawa's grip loosened before tightening again. Then on your next break, come visit. Iwaizumi looked back at Oikawa wide-eyed. What? I'll pay for the ticket. Whenever you can come visit me, come. Even if it's 3 in the morning, my door will always be open for you. And I can do the same. Whenever I can, I'll come back to you. And when we can't visit each other, I'll make sure to call at least 1 hour a day. We can do anything and try anything. 1 year. Please. That's all I ask for. Let's try this out for 1 year, but if it gets too much before the time limit is reached, I won't stop you. Oikawa's stare was burning into Iwaizumi until laughter erupted within him. Geez. You're so persistent. Fine. 1 year. Iwaizumi stuck out his pinky and Oikawa locked it with his own. His slender fingers cupped the back of Iwaizumi's head and he pulled him in for a kiss. I love you. I love you, too, Toru. By the way, I've been wanting to cross those names out on your ceiling. What? Why? I think your name looks cute with my last name. Iwaizumi rolled out of bed to pick up a brush and paint. With the now soaked brush, He stood on the bed and wrote something. Come here. You have to write, too. I'm coming. Oikawa took the brush and began drawing strokes on the wall. You see? Doesn't that look better? After writing, they both laid back down on the bed to stare at the freshly painted ceiling. Yeah. I guess it does. Oikawa Hajime and Iwaizumi Toru.